Tuesday, August 14th is the date the Def Leppard machine rolls on. First Niagara Pavilion outside of Pittsburgh. They will bring in special guests Poison and Lita Ford. And we're so happy to be joined on the phone by Def Leppard guitarist Phil Collen. Phil, how things going out there in California?
Great, thanks. How you doing?
Just wonderful, man. Just wonderful. And it's really nice to be talking to you and exciting that Def Leppard is back out on the street. And when I say that Def Leppard machine, I mean it. It seems like year after year, your popularity rises. You're still playing the biggest arenas. You're still all over the radio. Every age group comes out to see you. What's the secret to this band's incredible success, do you think?
I think sticking at it, but I think also, you know, when we were making records, especially back in the 80s, especially with Hysteria and Pyromania, we really went out of our way to make something that was going to last, you know, like really try and make it sound classic and different. You know, that was Mutt Langer's idea, who was our producer at the time, and I think that's really what done it, because they still stand up, they still stand the test of time. And obviously, you know, there's a movie coming out called Rock of Ages based on a Broadway play, again, you know, which is a Def Leppard song. So it's wonderful that, you know, stuff like that comes around. You know, I know we've got Tom Cruise who's playing in the movie, and he's going to be singing "Pour Some Sugar on Me." So it's just amazing. It's very flattering, and but again, you know, I really think it's because of all the work went into making the record sound special at the time.
Well, that's a nice plug you put in there, because June 15th is when Rock of Ages opens nationwide. Tom Cruise will have the starring role. Have you seen Rock of Ages on Broadway or anything like that?
I have, actually, yeah, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was, you know, it's kitschy, it's kind of like a musical, but it was really fun. And, you know, if anyone doesn't know, it's kind of like a love story. It's a musical, and it's based on the Sunset Strip in LA in the 80s. So, you know, it's got all these references to all these bands and everything. And you know, this happens to be called Rock of Ages, again, which is one of our songs. So, yeah, ultra cool, actually. You know, we've toured with Poison before, and we've known them forever. And I literally just played on a Bret Michaels solo song. I played guitar and done some vocals on it. And again, that was fun. They're great, the guys in Poison, and Lee have known her for years as well. So, yeah, should be a fun outing this summer.
How long do you guys plan for a tour of this size? Is everyone in the band asked for their opinions?
Yeah, I mean, it really most of it takes care of itself. I think we do want to change the production so it doesn't look exactly the same every time. But you try and up the bar, if you like, you know, with the screens and stuff like that, and you don't overdo it. So this time we're going to make it a little different, so that, you know, if anyone's seen this in the past few years, it's not the same as that. And the set list, you know, there's obviously certain songs we have to play, but and you know, we actually put the Mirrorball album, which is a double live album last year, but there was 3 studio cuts on it as well. So one of those is going to be released as a single this summer, and that's All About Believing. So we're probably going to be playing that one live as well.
Once again, we're talking to Phil Collen of Def Leppard fame, and I have a series of questions to ask you that many of your fans have sent in, and I think we got some good ones here, Phil, so I hope you're ready for these.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, tickets for Rock of Ages, the tour with Def Leppard, Poison, Lita Ford, there will be at August 14th at First Niagara Pavilion. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. But Jen from Latonia asked, you started playing guitar much later than most. Was it tougher to learn, or did you find it easier? And my son is 15 and wants to start playing. So words of advice for a 15-year-old out there.
I think it's great. I was 16 when I started.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the reasons for me playing guitar was it was a tool for expression. It was an outlet, and I think you can do that at absolutely any age. I think people have a misconception that you have to be young and you have to go through. I mean, at 15 he's really young. It obviously was really young for me at 16. But I meet people in their 40s and they go, "I'd like to play guitar or piano." I said, "Well, you should. You know, it's a really amazing thing to be able to have that expression and to be able to do something like that." So any age is great, but if you're younger, then there's always the other thing about, well, perhaps I'm going to end up being an artist or something like that, and you won't know till you try. So I think, you know, with me, it happened very quickly. You know, I could kind of play lead guitar solos pretty much straight away, which was kind of weird. It was like, wow, this is super cool. But so you just never know until you actually start and start putting the time in, and you may just have an affinity for it. It may just click beyond your wildest dreams, or it may just be, a puzzle, and you just work at it, and you have amazing artistic fulfillment. So any time is good. So and 15 is still kind of young.
That's very, very good advice. And Gail from Youngstown, she says, like you, Phil, I've been alcohol free for many years. How do you stay away from the many temptations?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, I've met the woman of my life about 3 years ago, and I'm married now. That's great. I have 3 amazing kids. They live in different places, but I see them at different times. Yeah. And I'm always busy, and I don't like the alternative to what I've been sober now for, I think it's 24 years this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
congratulations.
You. Yeah. Thanks. And it's great. The alternative, is not cool. I don't like when I see other people, especially at this age, getting kind of messed up. It's a real shame. So, I love the way I feel, and there's no temptation and absolutely no alternative for me.
Very cool. Hey, Michael from Newcastle, Pennsylvania says, Phil, what do you consider the greatest guitar riff of all time, and what is the first song you learned to play?
Because my first concert I ever went to was Deep Purple in 72 on the Machine Head tour. That was the album that Smoke on the Water came out. I know it's such a simple, kind of a dumb riff, but everyone can do it. Just a few months ago, I met Mike Tyson, and we were just talking about, rock stuff, and he went, dan, dan, dan. If you can imagine Mike Tyson doing that. So it's such a classic song. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
So Smoke on the Water riff, I'd say, is kind of up there.
And Patty from Warren, Ohio, who says she is an aspiring martial artist, she asks, is it true you work out 3 times a day, 7 days a week, and how do you find the time? I want to know that answer too, man. Is that true?
Well, it's only 6 days a week, but
okay.
At the moment, I just before a tour especially, I actually kind of step it up. I'm doing like an hour of weight workout, and then I do like Muay Thai kickboxing later on. So, and then when we're on tour, it's actually 3 times.
Oh my goodness!
But it's okay. It's not like it's something extreme. It's like your body can handle it. And every year, we do this, and I'm 2 weeks into it, I'm going, oh my God, I stay pretty fit all year round, but when we start stepping it up, initially you think, oh my God, this is agony, and then all of a sudden you go, well, this is really easy. So that's how you can add the
One more for you, and by the way, I love the Man Rays. I love that album.
Thank you.
And the cover you did of Fire by Jimi Hendrix. I think Jimmy would be so proud, Phil. I mean,
thank you.
You just smoke on that thing, and that is no kidding. But George from Salem, Ohio asks, I love your side band, the Man Rays. Any new music coming out, and will we see you on tour?
We just have to fit it in the gaps. We actually had a single come out not so long ago, and it was for a movie called The Showdown, which is a documentary. We had a song called Take on the World, which is almost a dance track. And my wife's godmother is this amazing gospel soul singer, and she's singing on it as well. So if anyone hasn't heard that, they should check that out as well. That's called Take on the World.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, I wish you continued success. Your band, can't say it enough, it's an absolute machine. It's got to be great being involved with a group like that. And good luck out on the road. We'll see you in Pittsburgh on August 14th. Once again, tickets for this show go on sale tomorrow. So make sure you jump on board. And Phil, go get them, man.
Thank you. My pleasure.